Well, this video is titled Conspiracies, Van Life, and Snakes.
Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel for my podcast, A Conversation With, a channel that I am incredibly excited about. As well promise, it is the last one I will be launching for a long time. Everything is now separated the way that I want. And for those of you who have maybe stumbled across...
What is this shit, by the way? Does
I
he
don't
have
know.
Parkinson's?
I don't know. Hopefully, what is it? Louis dementia.
Michael J. Fox moves around less in interviews.
This video, you're not coming from my push, from my Philip DeFranco show.
From
This
my
is
push.
just a place for me to talk to another human being. Since
Wow, I hate this guy. Everything about him is so phony and so fake and just so manufactured. This is just a place, guys. What did I tell you with this pure
And
device?
people are still fans of this guy.
I don't understand that. I'll never understand being a fan
And
of
not
this.
only they're fans of his, but they're like, I like him because he's like a genuine guy. Like, he's so real. I know. It's like, what? Are we looking at the same guy?
What are you guys looking at? Someone goes, he's a real ass dude.
It'd just be so funny if you had a conversation at a bar with like a perfect stranger for about an hour, and you're like, "Yeah, I do YouTube. Oh yeah, dude, I love this guy Philip DeFranco. He's like just like the realest dude. You know what I mean? Like he just is honest with his audience, and he just kind of is who he is, man." And I'll be like, "Are you sure you're talking about?" Oh no, that's Ethan Ralph. I'm sorry, I apologize. I was a different guy. I was confused. I get them mixed up. I get Ethan Ralph and Philip DeFranco mixed up all the time.
my whole job in life these days is just me shouting in a room by myself, so I thought, at least I'll bring in one other person. I'll hopefully get to know them a little bit better, maybe along the way. I look at life in a different way, or look at myself in a different way, or come to realize
So
things.
everything is... This is, by the way, fake humility is the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
And everybody, this whole world of... And white people started this bullshit in like the early 2000s. Like right after 9/11, everybody started doing this whole like hipster, this fucking like John Mayer. Remember John Mayer?
Yeah.
When John Mayer debuted? That was the beginning of the end for white people. And white people started becoming like, you know, and maybe I'll think of something a different way. And then maybe like we'll all have different perspectives, man. We'll all respect one another. People are trying to kill us.
Now, I don't like John Mayer, but I will defend one thing. He did say his dick is David Duke. That was an actual quote. That was an actual quote from John Mayer when they go, "Do you like sleeping with black chicks?" And he's like, "I'm not racist at all, man, but my dick is David Duke." And I was like, "That's pretty funny."
It was pretty funny.
Got in trouble for that too.
You got a lot of trouble for that. I actually like John Mayer. It's funny because most people are
person.
like, most people are like, John Mayer's talented, but he's a terrible person. And I'm like, no, I actually flip that. That's how I feel. I think he's an awesome person, he's just boring pop guy. But yeah, he was the one that he said a lot of fucked up shit about like banging chicks, and he was just such a dick. I loved it.
The joke is like, if you've lived in New York, you've probably slept with John Mayer.
Yeah.
Which really, the more that I talk about it, it sounds like I just came up with this idea so that I was less lonely.
Hey, Phil, by the way, you're a millionaire now. Get your fucking teeth fixed.
Nah, those are good.
Are they not enraging?
They're pretty bad.
I'm fine with that too. To start things off though, if you're new to this channel, I highly recommend not only do you subscribe, but you ring that bell to turn on notifications and definitely set it to all. As of right now, while we are lining up more and more awesome guests that I'm very excited about, we do not have a locked in schedule. Also, if by chance you love the audio versions of podcasts more than the video version, although there is a snake in this one, you can of course also follow on iTunes and Spotify, link down below.
All right, I'm gonna try to get to the
It really is 20 minutes of Shilly.
All right, here he is.
Say I'm very excited about this just because there is so little information about you. There's 3 YouTube videos, right? There's, I think they said it was under 40 Instagram posts. I've seen maybe 2 interviews. You did Business Insider, I think, recently.
By the way, Business Insider interviewed this chick. Business Insider interviewed this chick with 3 YouTube videos. She's the most obvious industry plant I have ever seen in my life. She is the industry plant equivalent of a guy that looks like me going up to you at a concert and being like, "Hey, anybody know where I can score some ecstasy? Huh?
And calling it ecstasy.
Anyone know where I can score some ecstasy or maybe some fucking dope ass weed?
It's like when Homer went to Lollapalooza.
Anyone got some dope nugs?
Start parsing her vibes, narc."
But she's just Business Insider, just rolling out the red carpet to interview YouTubers with 2 videos. Like, it's the most transparent thing ever.
That what kind of gave you your pop was the van life blog on, what was it?
Apartment therapy.
Don't wear a bra. No, sorry. I know. We're going to get to it in a second. But listen, you're going to be on one of the biggest YouTubers' channels, right? Don't bother wearing a bra. Don't bother.
I don't mind.
No, I fucking mind. I fucking mind. Because, again, it's the same reason all these fucking Twitch thoughts and stuff like that. I get doing this in your videos. But, man, you're gonna be interviewed. Act like a fucking woman. Act like a lady.
Yeah.
And so if you're not familiar, we have really on YouTube we've never seen a rise.
Stop
like
holding your
Jennelle's.
mic. It's fine.
It's crazy.
Stop
It's
touching your mic. Is that bothering me?
He's not used to doing. He's used to doing it with his webcam, so he's got to do this. He's not used to interviewing people.
Calm down.
That's the other problem here. Philip DeFranco's not an interviewer. You know. Please stop. Let go of the mic.
I feel like if I let go of the mic, the whole show's gonna stop.
It's such an outlier that there have even been conspiracy theories, which I know I said we're going to talk about.
They're wacky. These wacky conspiracy theories.
Such a weird
These
conspiracy
crazy people.
And oh, look at is it really frustrating?
It's not frustrating. I mean, it was at first just because
Because they told me when I did this that people were going to think it was legit. And it turns out.
I wasn't prepared for people like Memology to unleash their autism on me for no reason.
Yeah.
Other than just spite for this platform,
Yeah.
which is continuously ass-fucked people like us and Memology for fucking years now. I was never expecting to be an industry plant and represent a company that's as despised as YouTube. So I guess I just thought I'd be this pretty black girl and everybody would go, wow, quirky, hot black chick. But then people went, wait a minute. It's not you so much that I hate, but it's the people pushing you.
Yeah.
And now it kind of blew up in my face, and here I am.
growing this fast,
Yeah.
you don't really know how to deal with the hate. And I was like happy with my positive little community, and now it's just
You had 3 video. See, this already the lies are coming out, and there's going to be a lot of pausing before someone comments at the bottom.
Just play the video.
Hey, you know what? Go find the video yourself and watch the entire
Oh
interview.
my
and jerk off
God.
to her snake.
Just play the video already.
This she's already. She had 3 videos. What tiny little community did she have? You know, when you and I had 100 videos, we had a tiny little community that we had. You know what I mean? What with 3 videos? What little community? Like, you've been on YouTube for like 5 minutes. 5 minutes you've been on YouTube. What community did you develop in 5 minutes? Phony. I know why they picked her though. Now we're seeing why they picked her. I'll say this: she knows how to play the game.
this whole other thing. But you know,
Right,
people are,
'cause-
the more people who watch, the more people are going to have opinions.
Oh, of
And
course.
I know my truth, and I know that these
She knows her
conspiracies are so
truth,
funny
Mike.
Now.
Your
Her
channel
truth.
is right.
Hey, you know your truth. What's the truth?
I just got to point out in the chat, somebody just said Revenge of the Cis, more like Revenge of the Racist, and I just wanted to say thanks.
That's a good name.
It's
Should
a
we
real-
change it?
It's a really nice, no, this is like, it's weird, like, what a nice compliment. Thank you.
Like, that's really thanks, man. Appreciate. Seriously, really appreciate it.
Right now focused on you and van life and your pet
life.
snake.
Yeah.
Van
is it-
life,
how is it
as
like-
opposed to probably really nice house in Van Nuys life.
Right.
That she fucking doesn't even, she probably doesn't even park that van at her house. That's probably YouTube's van. You know what I mean? I guarantee you it's some production company's van. She doesn't
Yeah.
even own the van.
That you open each video?
Hello, I'm Jennelle, and I live in a van with my pet snake, Alfredo. Ding.
Hello, I'm Jennelle, and I live in a van with my pet snake, Alfredo.
So it's what? Essentially zero subscribers to 1.6 in, is it 3 to 4 weeks?
Yeah,
He's
I think-
acting like this is totally natural. Right?
Nobody, and of course, the person who's going to interview her is going to be the biggest YouTube shill, the biggest defends the company no matter what guy, Phil DeFranco. That's the guy they're going to use, right? To push this forward. In 3 to 4 weeks to have 1.5 million is unprecedented. Now, look, let me tell you. Maybe if you were like a movie star, like let's say Will Smith. Will Smith never being on YouTube and then going to YouTube, I could see him get a couple million.
Well, yeah.
Right? No. But I agree. But you're not Will Smith. You're a literal nobody. Nobody knows who you are. And to get 1.5 million in 3 weeks, and by the way, she's not the only van girl. There's thousands of these van people living in van channels, you know?
She's also not the only hot mulatto chick.
Yeah. Tim
that
Pool
exists.
lives in a van, and he doesn't have that many fucking...
No. He just dresses like it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I get confused.
But Burger Planet lives in a van. Where's all the Burger Planets? And Burger Planet's like a creepy guy who hits on retarded Asian women that are of questionable age, and he eats food out of the trash. Like I'll watch Burger Planet because he's a fucking wreck. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he's not faking it for the views. He's really eating trash can pizza. But this woman, like, you're not the first van person. You're not the first hot mulatto chick. You're not the first. Like, you're just
like they monetized being homeless. Like, YouTube has turned being homeless into a career. That's what they've done with her. She's a homeless person that lives in... She's not really, by the way, but they're selling her as a homeless person who lives in a van.
No, I think the only thing they're selling is the concept of living in a van to a generation of people who will never be able to afford to buy a home.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Get used to vans, retards, because you can't even get an apartment in the city.
I hit over 1 million in about 2 weeks.
Wow. Danny Singh called her a homeless influencer.
And I saw some, I felt like there were conflicting reports, but based off of my experience, your Instagram really wasn't big before either, right?
No,
I love how they're front lashing this.
They are not only let me tell you something. A few
They're
people
trying to frame the narrative.
A few people have talked about this, but this is specifically him addressing Memeology's video. Now, and I mean this seriously. And I know that other people have talked. That's fine. This is him specifically addressed, because we played Memeology's video. He pointed out the Instagram. He's already trying to, like you said, front lash. Go, hey, your Instagram didn't blow up. It's because the reason people looked at your Instagram is they're trying to see where you came from. Why did this happen? This isn't Ninja moving to Mixer where all his fans followed him. You know what I mean? This isn't PewDiePie going to D-Live. This is nobody in a van blowing up. I'm not saying it wouldn't even be possible for this gimmick to gain millions of subscribers. I'm sure it could in a year, 2 years.
You know what I think it was? You know what ruined it for her?
Snake?
Philip DeFranco mentioning her.
You think so?
If she had just quietly got all those subs, it would have been one thing. But I don't even think Memeology knew about this bitch until he was like,
Philly
hey,
D?
you're beautiful, man. I want to talk about... And he's like, talk about who? Talk about what now?
What is this?
You look into it and you're like, wait a minute. Yeah, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I might be getting the timeline fucked up. But nobody really even... Like, people knew something spoopy was going on, but nobody was really bothered by it until Philip DeFranco was like, I co-signed this. And everybody was like, ew, who is this whore?
Now I hate
her.
Yeah.
Cube, it was at like 4,000 followers. Yeah.
So how I kind of want to talk about this is what this has been like, then kind of learn more about you, and then figure out what's going to happen from here on out.
So nothing about your
conspiracy?
involvement, nothing about how Rogue Rocket may be involved in creating these little YouTube stars that they can control and take a piece of their money, or probably working with YouTube to... Like, this whole thing, bro, is just... This is like lawsuit territory at this point. The way they treat some creators and treat others.
No, it's completely different. It's different standards depending on who.
I really wish we could get a class action against Google, and I wouldn't even care about the money. Like, I would understand that if we could get enough people, I'd end up in 4 years getting an $86 check, but it would be worth it. You know what I mean? It'd be worth it just to suck the life out of this shit company.
With what's happened here, I'd love to know kind of if you could walk me through what the experience was of. It looked like initially you got kind of like 200,000 views on your first video. The second video goes up, it gets some traction. And
how? No, but please, this is the problem. Yes, there's going to be a lot of pausing. Again, go fucking watch the video somewhere else. It's not that she got 200,000. If that were to happen that quickly, she would have been trending on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, when something is that quick and that big,
it's organic, and people go,
whoa.
whoa.
You could trace it back to people are talking about this. Are people sharing this on Twitter? Are people? The only people I saw sharing this is when people were going, "This is bullshit. How could she have this many?" There was not a lot of people going, "Whoa, look at wacky Van girl."
You know who's sudden you know whose sudden fame was legit? Bagel Guy.
Yes.
That was an organic thing.
Yeah,
that guy had a meltdown. Somebody threw that up on Twitter and Facebook, and everybody went, whoa! And it went everywhere because it was awesome.
Right.
But, like, you know, this is just, hey, I got a snake named Alfredo. Aren't I quirky? And everybody was like, oh, isn't she the best? Share it everywhere.
She meets everything.
That didn't happen.
This is central. This is out of central casting. She's a woman. She's black, but not too black. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, it's like if you put out an ad for a central casting for quirky black girl. That's what she's like.
Yeah, so last time when we were talking about this, I basically said they were in an office somewhere at YouTube, and they went, look, we need a Zooey Deschanel type, but not obviously more ethnic. We can't have a white girl. And they just sat down, and they probably had an artist draw something up on a sketch, and they went, go find that girl.
Yep.
Go find me that girl. You know, make her hair a little less snappy, but like, you know, just a little kind of, you know, where she could pull off that Lauryn Hill look if she wants, but not too nappy. Like, okay, hang on. Just fixing it on an Etch-a-Sketch, carrying an Etch-a-Sketch around L.A. You know any black girls that look like this that are quirky?
Don't touch me. I can't shake. I can't shake it. I'll lose the picture.
Hang on, let me take a look. No,
Oh, God, it's gone. Ah, damn it.
And
what a stupid toy that was.
Thing happens.
Yeah. I don't really know what happened. And I didn't really realize how fast my channel was growing because, as we talked about earlier, I'm just kind of not like on my phone or like I'm kind of off grid from the internet most of the time. So
how do you get famous if you're not, like, this is what I mean. You don't.
So not only is she saying she got famous without trying.
I don't know, man. It's like, whatever. Everybody just loves me.
So I've seen your videos, stupid. To pretend that you're just disconnected from technology. Let's say you're the one editing your videos. You're not, right? Somebody at Rogue Rocket's probably editing the videos, but you are. Those videos are edited like someone who understands computers and what the internet works like. You know what I mean?
No, in this interview, she says what she uses. She uses an editor. She does it all.
Out hiking or surfing, and I'll just come back and people are emailing me and texting me that your channel.
She does it all. I'm sorry. She does it all on her phone.
What I heard on Twitter, she does it all on her phone, man.
Blowing up, and I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm so stoked to have like 10,000 subscribers, and they're like, no, it's a lot more than that. And I'm like, what do you mean? Why? And then I just look at what other people are saying, and I'm like, okay, this is.
You people want me to, like, you want me to play along with, like, you guys want to create a premise, right? That I have to play along with, but the premise is based on me being stupid. I don't want to play along with that premise. I refuse to play along with any premise where you go, look at how we're getting over on these dummies. I'm not letting you do that.
OJ's Right Bronco says she has branded placement in her videos. That's true. The shower video we saw, like that she showed, like who makes
she
the
has
shower. Yeah.
Sponsors in the first video.
In the first video.
I like the shower. By the way, they're not giving me any money, but this new shower thing.
Oh, it's like, so great.
Yeah, I mean, they're not giving me money. They're giving Rogue Rocket money. Or they're giving YouTube money, and YouTube's giving me money. It's going through enough channels that they're not technically giving me money.
Big. This is bigger than what I thought that.
Have you gone through the thing yet where people you haven't talked to in a while have all of a sudden popped up?
Yes.
What's that been like?
It's funny. You know,
he wants to fuck her so bad.
Oh yeah,
he's so desperate.
But he's married, sir. He's married, sir.
So,
I'm still polite, and you know, long time no see, long time no talk, but it's whatever.
I like that you're not because I feel like at your age, because you're 20 now, right? You're almost 21, right?
This month, actually. It's
I would be. I would probably. It wouldn't work out well for my
Jim
my
Edward in the
image,
chat. Let go of the microphone.
It's really annoying. It's really annoying.
Probably be very spiteful and mean. I'd be like, oh, so now you're texting me.
Yeah.
But you're a better person than me. That's what we're going to learn.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Again, if I let the mic go, the show's going to end, and we're going to lose power. Man, what if it's some kind of OCD like that?
So? Again, I don't think
I got to tap the table 3 times.
I don't think he's used to doing interviews. I really don't think he's used to it. He's not comfortable. You can tell he's not comfortable.
Through this podcast. Okay, so the videos blow up.
He really has
don't
like
kind
an
of realize-
Ethan Klein quality to his fucking interviews where he's just terrible at
He's
it.
He's worthless without jump cuts. He's worthless without them.
Is what's happening, but then
I don't get it. Like me and Royce do a good interview. You could give us like 3 bullet points about a guy. It's like, what is it's 100%?
We've done this before,
All right,
by
let's
the way.
abolish this. Okay, got it. It was whatever. Just whatever.
I mean, I know you said you don't know what happened. A lot of it was it felt like YouTube putting you in the recommended section, which I think
I'm
my
cool. I
personal
drink
understanding
Jameson. I'm Philip DeFranco. I'm cool. I got 18-year Jameson up on my wall.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that little? Listen to this.
up. You don't kind of realize what's happening, but then.
Listen.
I mean, I know you said you don't know what happened. A lot of it was it felt like YouTube putting you in the recommended section, which I think
It
my
just
personal-
happens.
Why would YouTube just randomly put you in the recommended section? Just randomly?
Look at how they're framing this.
This is YouTube put. Why would YouTube put a channel with 4,000 subs, which is what she said she had, in the recommended section? That doesn't make the again. Hey, Philly boy. Hey, Philly D. Hey, Philip DeFranco. Are you going to talk about a lot of people, even some of our own fans and some of Memology fans, saying I was subbed to her and I don't even know why? Are we going to talk about that, Philly D?
understanding because I have friends that work on the analytics side regarding what's happening with YouTube.
Unicorn Laser Eyes in the chat says, "What a wonderful accident."
Listen, he let something else slip. Watch.
that work on the analytics side.
Here, sorry, I got
Now, YouTube putting you in the recommended
Right here,
section,
this part.
which I think my personal understanding because I have friends that work on the analytics side regarding what's happening with YouTube and what's trending. And there were some people that were saying there's no way this is organic, whereas others were saying, well, no, see this, it explains why. And
What is the ton of explanation with this and yada yada yada, bing bam boom, and then I understood that it's totally fine. So it's totally fine.
So he said no, but
so it's totally fine. You hear me?
here's what he said though. He just said, I have a lot of friends that work. They're in the YouTube analytics section, and some of them were telling me there's no way this is organic, but other ones were, yeah, this totally is.
No. I don't think that's what he was saying.
I think that's what he said.
I have friends that work on the analytics side regarding what's happening with YouTube and what's trending. And there were some people that were saying there's no way this is organic, whereas others were saying, well,
Okay,
no,
maybe
see
he was.
this with this, it explains
He's
why.
a bad
And,
communicator.
I
Yeah, he's not good.
think in large part it was van life videos have been trending up. Watch time on your video, it was very smart, whether it be accidental or not, that your first video was 27 minutes and that it was actually engaging enough for people to stay around.
All of this is. I'm sorry, but you have to understand.
You're insulting my intelligence.
You're talking to people who we've been doing this for a while. Like, we know how this analytics stuff works. We know stuff that makes videos blow up and don't. If van life videos, if that's true, were trending up, then a longtime van life person who had probably had 100,000 subs would have blown up.
Yeah, the person who made the genre blow up
would have blown up.
blown up.
Not a random chick. All of these, this is all him making excuses.
And then the number of people subscribing based off of their first view is crazy. And so for me,
Almost unnatural and unreal.
that's why I got excited. Also, we were talking about beforehand, I've been thrown into the conspiracy as someone supporting a YouTube plant, or you paid me.
By the way, can you pause? He's a shit. Hey, Philly, look at me. Sue me if you have to. I'm Mike Shilly right now. I'm not speaking on behalf of ROTC Media. Just Mike Shilly. You're lying. You're full of shit. You're in bed with this chick. If not business-wise, at least. Maybe in other ways. But you're definitely in some kind of business deal with this chick. You are a shitty liar. Because he does this thing like, yeah, man. It's like this
Can you
whole
believe it?
conspiracy theory like that. I'm the... Like, you're a shitty liar. Because if you know when people are lying because they're friendly about defending themselves. Like, there's this wacky rumors about you and me working together, as opposed to being like, no. And I want to address something right now that people are saying that we're working together, and I will say emphatically that we're. Which, by the way, he never says they're not. You notice that too?
Well,
I want you to really pay attention to, like, he does these little things. Oh, I hate him.
Well, let's.
Also, we were talking about beforehand, I've been thrown into the conspiracy as someone supporting a YouTube plant, or you paid me, which is not true. I mean, it probably doesn't help that I'm having you on the podcast.
No. I get it. But you see, again, how he framed this. And people are saying, like, you're paying me, which is absolutely not true. See, he just covered himself, because if it's ever revealed, because you're paying her.
Yeah.
If it's ever revealed, any of this stuff, he can come out and say, well, I didn't lie. I said she wasn't paying me. You see how he framed that? He framed it in a way where he's not lying because she's not paying him.
Hey, Philly D, it's kind of your mental gymnastics that you use with the BetterHelp thing. It's the same thing where he goes, I do run a company that, connects podcasters to advertisers, but that doesn't, like, he was roundabouts, but which meant he was working with BetterHelp. He was working with them. He was a pyramid scheme that he was getting referrals to. You're a liar. And nobody, by the way, that lie that people said, and people are saying that you're paying me, nobody says that. Nobody was saying that. Nobody was saying that. You're saying that. We're saying that you might be in bed with YouTube and they're telling you, hey, man, push this girl. We'll give you a cut of what she makes if you push this girl. That, I believe, what he's doing is he's making up a fake conspiracy theory that nobody was saying to then shoot it down. That's not what we said on this show.
Yeah, we're saying you're all getting paid on this deal.
Correct.
Nobody's saying she's paying you, Phil. No, nobody thinks that this dumb bitch had money a month ago, because she didn't.
No.
She signed some deals. She probably got some signing bonus. She signed up with some agency, maybe your agency. They reached out to YouTube. YouTube was going to prop her up. YouTube reached out to you. You admit you have a relationship with him. YouTube's paying you. They're paying her. This is all bullshit. You're fucking lying. And now you're denying something nobody fucking said in the first place to create. You're framing it. And you've also protected yourself by saying, and people are saying, like, you're paying me, which I can say right now emphatically, she is not paying me any money. Nobody said that. But now if it is revealed that you're all getting paid on this bullshit, then you have a thing where it's like, oh, well, I never denied that. I just denied that she was paying, Yeah. I know liars, man. Liars have a hard time, believe it or not, just straight up committing to a lie. And that's why they always frame things a certain way. So, you know what I mean? Where
Gives him an out.
Yeah, like I'll straight up be like, no, I never fucking said that. I would fucking say it to your face. You know what I mean? But like, when you go like, well, when you go like, oh, well, somebody said that you said that I did this. Really? Why would I say that about you? I mean, consider the source. You know about this person who said that before? Let me tell you. But never actually just emphatically say, no, I never said that. That's what he does. He's a fucking liar. Everything this man says is a lie.
Yeah.
But you were like one of the first people to shout me out, and I was like, yeah, of course I do a podcast with you. You talked about me in good light. So
in good light, yes. Well, I think it's just because for me your content is so refreshing. And I don't know if it feels even weird to say your content at this point, right? The videos that you put out right now, it feels fun and light, and it feels like on YouTube, which hopefully I'm explaining. I mean, I know you said you don't really watch a ton other than kind of like van life videos or what's in your recommended. A lot of YouTube is kind of like showy, and it's like titles like my $100,000 or whatever, my new house, my
literally every one of your clickbaity titles for your show, Philip DeFranco, going back 10 years. You mean you? Are you talking about yourself? And also, there's a bunch of lighthearted content on YouTube. He's making it seem like that's being completely ignored. There's a bunch of people that do this stuff, that live in vans and that show you how to live there and actually put on decent shows. This is just so manufactured, and him having her on honestly just proves what everybody is saying. It just proves it.
Can we all agree on one thing? We all hate Vandice Owens, right?
Vandice Owens, I love it. That's her name. I hate Vandice Owens, yeah.
Can we call her Vandice Owens?
Vandice Owens, yep.
And
her snake, Charlie Kirk.
all of a sudden, this video kind of pops up.
We have to go to break here in a second. I just want to get to a little bit more.
And it's this kind of cutesy, fun, interesting, how the hell did the situation come across video where it's... Would you say that you're kind of promoting minimalism?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I know, like, whenever I am on any social media
Somebody pointed out that the diving suit she used to take a shower was like a $500 diving suit. So, again, minimalism, though. Minimalism.
platform, it's just saturated with flashy things. And I feel like the past, basically...
The way you retrofitted your van, and we've seen people retrofit their vans, probably 100 G's. Stop pretending like this is minimalism.
The entirety that I've been living in the van, I've been so happy with less. And it really gave me the freedom to just kind of clear my mind and realize that I don't need all this expensive things to be happy.
All this expensive
I would
things.
love to use my platform. to
She's
just
making
help
a fortune
anyone
off
in that
this, by the
sense.
way.
She's now making a shit ton of money. But she's a minimalist, man.
So
Well, so, okay. I know that we talked about kind of an order, but when you talk about using your platform to kind of help.
So, but that's it. That was him addressing the little conspiracies. And did you notice something? She never even said, "No, I don't know you. I've never met you before." She was like, "Yeah, it's silly. It's just silly. It's super silly." We have to go to break. We have to go to break. I think we proved our point. We only watched 8 minutes of it, and I think we fucking proved our point. All of this is manufactured. Anybody that believes him's a fucking idiot. Seriously, if you believe that these people aren't in it together, we've already shown you time after time after time YouTube's plan. They're bringing in people. They're bringing in Will Smith. They're bringing in Jack Black. They're bringing in these stars because they want to push all smaller content creators out. Unless you're the Philly D's, which is bigger, and you're playing ball with them, they're going to push you out. Their end game is to not have to pay out normal everyday people and just give contracts to these stars and to these bigger shows. That way it looks more like Netflix, really, than it does like YouTube. That's what they want. That's what they want. And by the way, nobody gets into recommending just out of nowhere. That's fucking horseshit.